Here is how the conventional farming trap works. You buy commercial feed, you raise an animal, you sell it, and then you buy feed again. Every rupee spent on inputs, whether it is feed, fertilizer, or electricity, leaves your farm permanently and goes straight to an outside company. Then comes the harvest. You have 100 kilograms of fresh fish ready to go, and you check the market price. It has crashed, because every other farmer in your district harvested on the exact same week. You are forced to sell at 80 rupees, when the true value is 150. Working harder every year and ending up with less money is a design flaw in the system. The current model requires you to carry all the physical and financial risk, while the middlemen and fertilizer companies extract the profit. Now look at an ancient forest. Nothing is purchased and nothing is wasted. A leaf feeds a fungus, the fungus feeds a root, the root feeds a deer, and the deer feeds the soil. The forest runs an endless biological cycle with a strict zero input cost. We can engineer a farm to work exactly like that. By building a 1-acre, 3-tier farming system, we can replicate this exact biological cycle to generate 13 separate income streams, all running at the same time, all feeding each other. To execute this blueprint, you need exactly 1 acre of land and an initial out-of-pocket investment of roughly 3.5 lakh rupees. Building this requires changing how you approach the job. You have to stop acting as a manual laborer and start working as an ecosystem architect. Step 1. Dig a central pond and drive 8 posts into the waterbed. Build a slatted floor goat shed above it, house chickens and ducks underneath, and cap with a solar roof. Gravity pulls their waste into the pond below, triggering a daily bloom of phytoplankton. Phytoplankton is the natural food source for Indian carp, like katla and rohu. This waste-to-protein cycle produces over 1 lakh rupees of fish annually with zero additional feed cost. By stacking the animals vertically, you eliminate the labor of waste disposal and convert that waste into a perpetual, free food generation engine. To keep the pond healthy, plant lotus in the shallow edges. The plants absorb excess nitrogen, stabilize oxygen, and yield up to 60,000 rupees per season from flowers, seeds, and leaves. There is one strict rule. You must never let lotus cross 30% of your pond surface. If it grows beyond the edges, it blocks sunlight from the water column and will starve the ecosystem. Beside the pond, you build the farm's highest return asset, Azolla. You construct a 2x2 meter bed lined with tarpaulin, fill it with soil and water, and add a starter mix. This aquatic fern contains 25 to 30% protein by dry weight. Harvesting this daily slashes feed bills for your goats, chickens, and fish by roughly 60,000 rupees a year. These biological additions insulate you from external supply chains. When commercial feed prices rise, your margins remain entirely untouched. A solar pump draws nutrient-heavy pond water to irrigate a perimeter ring of napier grass, moringa, banana, and papaya. This high-potency liquid fertilizer carries nitrogen and microorganisms to the roots. The grown crops are then chopped and fed directly back to the farm animals. The pond grows the food feeds the animals feed the pond. The ecosystem is completely closed loop. Selling raw, unprocessed products off your farm is the least profitable and most vulnerable action you can take. Processing your own products turns a 50 rupee liter of milk into a 150 rupee soap. Transitioning to value-added goods like this adds an additional 1 to 2 lakh rupees to the farm's annual bottom line. To protect your perishable goods, you install a solar-powered cold room. If the local market crashes on the day you harvest your fish, you simply store them in the cold room and wait to sell until the price recovers. A cold room and basic processing equipment dictate the terms of your business. You make your own prices and you sell on your own schedule. The government currently offers up to 1 crore rupees in subsidies to build this exact system, but they sit unused because the application process is rarely explained clearly. Start with the National Livestock Mission, which covers 50% of the capital cost for your livestock setup. Then apply through PMMMSY for a 40 to 50% subsidy on your pond excavation and cold storage construction. Use PM Kusum to fund 60% of your solar array. Secure a PMFME grant for your micro-food processing equipment and apply for AHIDF to reduce your loan interest by 3%. Before you spend your out-of-pocket capital, Check the official government portals and consult your district fisheries officer to verify the current subsidy caps in your region. Believing you do not have enough initial capital is an illusion. The funding is already there, provided you follow the bureaucratic blueprint to claim it. When you add up the 13 income streams, from the 1 lakh in fish to the 60,000 in saved feed costs and the value-added processing, the arithmetic leads to a net profit crossing 10 lakh rupees by year 3. The design inherently mitigates risk. If a severe drought or a market crash wipes out 3 of your income streams in a single year, the other 10 streams keep your business highly profitable. Right now, there is a farmer who believes they lack the space and money to build a profitable farm. Share this exact blueprint with them. Building this system means aligning your farm with 4 billion years of biological engineering. You are simply harnessing cycles that have functioned since long before we arrived.